Good morning, Alpha students. This tutorial is on how to make a speech bubble. Now, I'm just going to go ahead, delete these two layers, use the same document to save time. Now, I showed you that under the rectangle tool, you can go find preset speech bubbles. Okay, now how do you access it? It should be in that first area here. Okay, your first few lines. If you want more, you can come down to talk bubbles right there. Click on it and append. That just means it's going to drop it to the bottom of the list. And then we can expand it. Look at all those great speech bubbles. Okay, I'm going to drag out this one. These are bubbles that show people thinking. Turn off the background. We don't want that white coming through. We also don't want a color for our speech bubble. So I'm going to go ahead and double click this shape here. And you're going to bring your cursor all the way to the upper left corner of this color sample. Click OK. You could put a stroke around it. Double click that layer. I'm going to cancel that and show you how to do that. If you double click the word, then you're going to be editing the word. That's not how you do it. What you want to do is double click the layer itself. And you'll get what's known as a layer style. You're going to go ahead and highlight the word stroke here. The default setting is 3 pixels. Not big enough. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up a touch. I'm going to click OK. Now what the thing is with shapes, in Photoshop you can take your white direct selection arrow or your black. Let me try the black one first. You can actually select. Yeah, see, if I choose my black, the entire object gets selected. So what you're going to want to do is your white one. So if you don't like any one of these paths, you can just take your arrow here, let me try it again without, and hit delete. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just eliminating it. Maybe this is all you want. But I kind of like that little guy down there. So I'm going to use it. So when you get to this point, you can just go to File, Save, and it's halftone. So I blew that one. Let me save as. That's okay. Those halftones are easy to make. Call this speech bubble 1, and I'll save it. Click OK. Now, I am going to take this and delete it. And I'm going to add another speech bubble. Okay? So I'm going to click and drag. And same thing. Double click, choose the white, double click, highlight stroke, and I don't even know what the other setting was. We'll put 20 is a good number. So I'm going to click OK. And go to File, Save As, and we'll do Speech Bubble 2. So I'm saving all mine to my desktop. You're going to want to save yours to your folder. The folder that, well, you could save yours to your desktop for the time being, because that's the layout that you're going to turn into me. But then you're going to want to also save these speech bubbles to your actual yearbook design layout. Okay. Remember, this is layout 2. It's a separate grade from the other layout. Okay. I could keep going on this, but I'm just going to stick with this. I'm going to go to my InDesign, and I'm going to. Now I could place it a couple ways. I tend to like to make a rectangle frame first. but I don't need to do it that way. I can just go to File, Place, and let's see, Speech Bubble 1. I'll click Open, and I think that was selected, so I'm going to undo that. Yes, it was. So after I undo it, what do I have here? Well, I have my speech bubble. So now, let's see if I made a mistake. Yes, you notice the speech bubble's inside the background, but that's an easy fix. So locate inside your layer, locate where that little square indicator is, that colored box, and just simply drag it up. Okay? This one's locked, so I can't do it, so I got to unlock it so that I can actually move it. There it is. Okay? Pretty easy. So now I'm going to hold down Shift and make a smaller frame first of all. Then I'm going to right click and choose Fitting Content Proportionally. There you go. Okay? And I could put that here in place of the other square, the other panel. Or I can overlap it in a strategic place. And that's what I'm going to do. If you choose to overlap, just make sure you're not covering anything. Now, there's my speech bubble. I'm going to add a layer. Call this text. This probably should be on a different video, but I'm just going to go ahead and kill two birds here. So I'm going to go ahead and drag out a text box, roughly the size of my speech bubble. And I'm going to go ahead and type in holy sprint holy something. Well, you get the picture. So I'm going to just go ahead and do some dummy text because I have no idea what I want to add to this. Okay? Caption setup. That's a good one right there. Okay, we'll have to talk about this later. In any case, that's your speech bubble. And I think I'll make a separate video on the captions. So, thanks for watching.